Liminal spaces are empty or abandoned places that appear eerie, forlorn, and often surreal, which is why you wouldn't think that it would be in a children's game, but you would be dead wrong. Most of us have encountered these spaces at some point in our lives, perhaps recalling places from our childhood or adolescence. The familiarity of these settings can trigger nostalgic emotions linked to our past experiences, and just as we encounter liminal spaces in the virtual world, we can also stumble upon them in the real world. Abandoned buildings, forgotten alleyways, and empty parking lots all waiting to be discovered and explored. In the vast virtual universe of Roblox, these liminal spaces take on a new dimension. Players stumble upon abandoned structures, desolate landscapes, and eerie settings that challenge their perceptions of the game's boundaries. Yet, amidst the surprisingly intimidating rooms that look like your average Robloxian home, there's a sense of adventure and exploration that beckons players to delve deeper. And I've been interested in these liminal spaces for some time. Like, what's the nature of these rooms, and how can these rooms give off so many feelings in real life and in different games? So that's why in this video, I'm going to be exploring Roblox's liminal spaces. I have two objectives that I want to achieve in this video. First, I want to play as many Roblox liminal space games to learn why these rooms give so many feelings. Like, why does a room give an eerie feeling, calm feeling, and even nostalgic feeling? And second, I want to learn about how liminal spaces got this popular in recent times. The sensation of being simultaneously on edge and at ease is often associated with liminal spaces. Dreamcore and the backrooms, vast expanses steeped in liminality, exemplify this unique vibe. So maybe playing a Roblox game based off of these facts could help me learn more. And I'm going to look at one Roblox game that I think links to that the most, which is Apiraphobia, a backrooms-inspired horror game supposed to take you through many liminal spaces that are entity-infested. I'm dead. Bro! So let's get into it. So we start the game in Backrooms Level 0, a liminal space based on the famous Office picture, which later sparked the Backrooms. And after a little wandering, I found a paper on the wall, and on the paper there was a vent which seemed to be an exit. Also, there's a monster, which is kind of weird because in the Backrooms fandom it said Level 0 has no entities, but I guess it's just the creators of Apiraphobia trying to spark up the game a little. And also, there are arrows on the wall trying to guide you to an exit, and it's really helpful. I don't know if they were fake and trying to lead me to entities, but I haven't seen any following the arrows. But then this happened.
Why are you running?
Hello there.
But it doesn't matter that I died because I soon found the exit of level 0 shortly after, and entered into level 1, which is the pool rooms. It started out in a long hallway leading into the main building, which is like level 0. I saw a paper, and on the paper it said there's 5 wheels that can unlock an exit of some sort. I quickly found the first wheel, and after a bit of wandering, I found the second wheel, but not before I died by the entity I saw. Then I discovered that I had a camera on me which could zoom into stuff. After trolling the entity a little, I found the third wheel. After that, I wandered a bit and found the fourth wheel, and also I found the exit. But it's still not open because I need 2 more wheels. And look at that, I just got them. Yeah, this level isn't really that bad, it's only the water that makes it kind of annoying. But now we're on to the second level. It starts out in a house-like place that is based off one liminal space image, and then after a little bit of wandering, I saw that we're in a hotel type of building that looked really ominous kinda, and then I saw this trash can and I was kinda looking at it for like 5 minutes. Is anyone in this trash can besides Jake Paul's boxing career?
Bruh.
I ventured a little bit more and ended up seeing this big jump I had to make, and while sizing it up, I fell and entered into level 3. I found out by dying that I had to be quiet and crouch most of the time to avoid getting caught in this. This level's puzzle starts off with us getting 3 keys for locks going to the next section in the level. The first 2 keys were really easy, but when I tried to get the last key, I couldn't find it for literally like 20 minutes until I looked at the literal last one. I checked again and found it. Then I entered the next section in this level where all you have to do is press buttons in all the different rooms. And while I press these buttons, I just want to let you know that if you like my content and want to support me, please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers by the end of March, so please consider it. Anyways, I got the rest of the buttons unlocking the exit at the beginning, and I entered it going into level 4. So the sewers is entity free and is luckily just long hallways and a maze. It's based on the Backrooms level 37. Level 37, aka the pool rooms, is conveniently the liminal space based on both level 1 and level 4 in Apiraphobia. This level is luckily easy, but the next one will not be so forgiving. Level 5 has one entity which steals a Roblox avatar if you get killed by it, and in a really dark environment too. It was difficult to navigate without losing where I was before or going back where I came from, but luckily the first try that I did this, I beat it. But like a word for advice for some people trying to beat this, always remember where the lights are, because for me personally, that was the only way I didn't get lost was thanks to those. But anyways, this level is based on Backrooms level 8 in the wiki, and honestly, I didn't even know this level existed until just now, but now we found the exit, so let's just go to the next level. Level 6, aka level exclamation point, is based on the Backrooms level Run for Your Life, which what you gotta do for this level is in the name. You basically run for 5 minutes straight, and if you die you have to redo the whole running sequence. It might take a few tries, but if you get the hang of it, then it's not that bad. This level is based on level The End in the Backrooms, and has 0 entities that makes up for it in 2 difficult puzzles, so I'll summarize them both. The colors and then the computer name. The colors starting with what has the lowest priority, aka red equals 1, so you would say it first in the code. Then just say how many reds you got and what the priority of the color was for it after that. Then when you type the colors and enter the correct code, it unlocks the door, and if you go down it and enter to the vent that's in there, you enter another puzzle room with a locked door. And the only way to get through it is with a code that is luckily listed in a book in the room. The unlucky part of it is that there are 50 more codes there, and you have to enter every single code randomly before you find the correct one. Then from there you can unlock the exit and leave this level. This level is a pretty easy maze layout, but there are very aggressive entities in this level trying to hunt you, and the only way to avoid them is by going into closets, all while in pitch dark, and only the flashlight can be used to see. It took a few tries, but I still beat it going to the next level. This level is just another level based on the pool rooms from the Backrooms wiki. It's a safe level that's easy to beat by just finding a pool with an arrow pointing to it. This level is just annoying. It's based on the Backrooms fan video of running away from an entity in a parking lot in level 22. The goal for this level is getting a key and unlocking the correct door. The difficult part of it is that there are 3 fake doors, and if you put the key into a fake door, you have to get another key. It's long, but it's not difficult. This Apiraphobia level is based on Backrooms level 20 from the wiki, which is just a big warehouse. You start having to do a puzzle to get an item to unlock a room to type a code in a computer that unlocks the gate going into the big warehouse parkour section. And after about 3 minutes of jumping around on boxes and planks, you make it to another room where you have to get a key to unlock a door for another key which unlocks another door leading to the end of the level. It's pretty hard and confusing, but it's better than having entities in the level. This level is based on the 202nd level in the Backrooms wiki called Creative Minds. It's a safe place where all you have to do is collect 3 paintings as the rooms slowly change into red. But while exploring around this level, I realized that liminal spaces have been giving off not just eerie vibes, but calm vibes too. It's so strange that just a transitional type of room can give off so many feelings. Anyways, I got the rest of the 3 paintings and exited this level. Now every level past this is where it gets real difficult. Level 13 is based on the Backrooms level Fun, where you start having to find 5 stars to unlock a maze to find partycore plushies, which unlocks the exit. Speaking of partycores, you also get chased by them. Level 14, the electrical station, is based on level 3 in the Backrooms wiki, where you have to find 2 tools in the level, and every time you get jump scared by the safe entity in the level, which is the stalker, you're going to have to turn off the alarm it turns on, or in that time frame, he can jump scare you, which is a huge pain. After getting the tools you'll need, you'll have to go to the power box, where you have to fix some wires that gets the exit to unlock. Level 15, the Ocean of the Final Frontier, is based on level 400 in the Backrooms wiki, where it's really different from the other levels, where the main feature is keeping the boat working on the ocean to get as far away as possible from the entity as he tries to chase you. Fix leaks, fix the engine, fix anything that stops you from getting as far away as possible, and eventually you'll make it to the exit and complete it. I died while doing this, so my friend did it, but you'll have to be watching another person play this level for the time being. Anyways, in the next level, Crumbling Memory, you have to follow arrows on the ground and use items to trap the entity. It's based on level 0 in Apiraphobia and in the Backrooms wiki. Apiraphobia has highlighted a big point in liminal space eeriness for me. The human brain automatically places rooms that look like they could pose a threat into the eeriness category of feelings, aka always keeping you on your feet for the first time seeing it around. That's why it's not as scary and difficult to beat a level the second time, because your brain either knows what's in the level or knows the scariness factor, thus not making it pose as big of a threat. Which for me personally, I know that every liminal space poses a threat for the first time you see it, but why? That's the weird thing about this. I think the answer can be more indefinite if we look at more feelings you get from liminal spaces. Maybe playing another liminal space game to define it more clearly could help find the reason why liminal spaces even have this nature. And I couldn't find any other game better than Doors, which is a liminal space horror game in which you go through many rooms trying to get to the exit at room 100. The game starts out where you get some items from the shop that's in the elevator. Then you leave, going into the lobby. After leaving the lobby, you go through many doors into rooms. Rooms that lead into even more rooms. Some rooms have keys that you need to advance through the doors to more rooms. There's 2 points that you should probably see here. One is that these rooms repeat multiple times over, and 2 is that they are liminal, partially destroyed rooms. And as we go into each room, they will keep on getting more destroyed and out of place. And also, having a flashlight or something that produces light will be good for the dark rooms you stumble across. And if you didn't buy one at the start, you can always find items somewhere in the rooms. I won't talk about all the entities, just the ones that appear. Rush is one of them. He has a chance at spawning each time you enter a room, and if you see that the lights are flickering, you will have to go into any nearby closet. After doing all the other rooms and getting into the 50th room, Figure is another one of them that only spawns at level 50 and 100. And can't see you, but can hear you, and if you make any type of noise, it will go to that. The only way to move while being quiet is by crouching. Although I do think if it gets close enough to you, he can kill you even if you crouch walk. To beat level 50, all you have to do is get a paper, get books, and each book will have a number corresponding to a shape that you can see on the paper. Then you enter the code from typing the numbers into a lock, getting you into level 51, so you can advance further throughout the rooms. They also have a shop at level 52 for those who have not found or bought any items at the earlier levels. While exploring these rooms, I think I know why some people consider liminal spaces to be calm. Have you ever heard of the term calm before the storm? Well, so have I, and liminal spaces kind of exemplify that feeling really well with a combination of the eerie feeling. Just look at a liminal space and tell me that's not either eerie, calm, or both. It looks kind of calming knowing that the picture won't just jump out at you because there's nothing there, but it makes you think why there's nothing there. Like the eeriness feeling kind of makes it feel like there is a presence in the room, which kind of makes it mysterious. Maybe because there's someone or something in the room with you, but you will never know because it's mostly pictures, which is why playing these games are good and help define these feelings better, because you can move and walk around what used to be pictures recreated. But going through these games based on liminal spaces, I kind of know a factor on why it's so popular. The mysterious factor of these liminal spaces is one of the main points, like you not knowing what is behind that door or on the other side of that wall. But besides that conclusion, we're not getting anywhere in this part of the game. So let's go into a sub-level of Doors, which is called Rims, a place based on the early production of the Doors game. To get there, we have to go off the ordinary route to get to the rooms. You start off in a lobby like the main game, but this time you can buy a green flashlight for really cheap, which allows infinite light without batteries. But it's very loud and you have to click a lot to recharge it, which may make you die due to inability to hear the entities coming. But what are the entities? Well, the first one is called A60, which spawns at around room 60, which is why he's called that. He's basically just like Rush with the sound that plays to let you know he's there before he comes, unlike the flickering lights that Rush does. All you need to do to survive his attack is by going into the lockers. The next entity is A90 that spawns at around room 90. What he does is he spawns on your screen, and if you click him on your mouse or move around at all, he will jump scare you and almost kill you. The main way to avoid A90 is by stopping the moment he appears, like I said. You can also just not move your mouse at all for the whole time you're in here, or be very controlled with your mouse movements to be more careful. The third and last entity, A120, spawns around room 120 or so, and is like Ambush, who attacks randomly and has a chance to go back many times. The main way to avoid him is by going into a locker. Seeing these rooms kind of makes me realize why some liminal spaces evoke nostalgic feelings. Most of the places you encounter are liminal spaces, as they serve as transitional areas between different places or objects. I believe we associate the sight of these everyday rooms with nostalgia because they remind us of a time before everyone was confined to their homes, not venturing out. This is likely another reason why these liminal spaces have become popular. Many people overlook the fact that we still encounter these rooms after the quarantine has ended, and we automatically associate them with nostalgia. However, this is just my analysis of the feelings these spaces invoke. If you have any other further insights, feel free to share them in the comments. Anyways, now that I know what I need to know from this game, let's get to beating it. Now that we have beat doors, we've reached a conclusion. The feelings of liminal spaces and how they gained popularity is clearer. While the first question remains a mystery, as even when I play multiple liminal space Roblox games, the only feelings I've really seen in these games is still nostalgia, calmness, and eeriness. The second is straightforward. It all started with one person sharing a creepy office picture on 4chan, sparking the Backrooms series, and huge contributions to the Backrooms wiki fandom. What unites these spaces? Their liminality, evoking feelings of eeriness, nostalgia, and calmness, as I said earlier.